What's up, Sooner Nation? Welcome to the Sooner Surge podcast that tells it like it is. It's October 3rd. OU football plays Kent State tomorrow, but we're here to talk about softball. The battle series, the fall battle series has begun. And the Sooners tonight with a really good crowd that's been reported, Jay, somewhere in the upper 2000s there at Love's Field on a beautiful night here in Oklahoma. And they got to see a lot of long balls, honestly, and a lot of pitchers pitched. If you go look at reports, several people reported, Bob Prosbilla reported on things that were there. I know there were some streams that people were feeding and watching, and Jay, some highlights just to talk about it. And, really just want to talk about this team in general because there's a lot of new faces on this year's squad. Patty Gasso has been very excited here in the offseason with the pieces that have been added to the portal, and then just what she continues to do in the recruiting realm, which is dominate the recruiting world. But tonight you had a home run from Riley Zakay off sister Berkeley Zakay. Yeah. So that's a little bit of a fun fact. But other homers on the evening, not a surprise that Gabby Garcia sent a long ball. Maybe a surprise is Kendall Wells.
She can hit. She
can hit, and she's in a position, Jay, where OU needs a hitter. Let's just be frank if you're going based off last year. So I think that's a good sign. But we'll get to the pitching staff in a minute, Jay. But Agbayani had a good night hitting. Parker had a good night with multiple hits. I mean, Cassidy picked. There was a lot of just multiple hits by the Sooner hitters tonight.
Yeah, Barker, I believe, went yard.
Barker, long ball.
I'm sure she's going to pick up where she left off last year. But, one of the more intriguing things to me going into this year, and one of the more intriguing position groups is catcher. Last year, the bat at catcher, Emmerling just never really got it going. I mean, early in the year had some pops, some big hits as far as home runs, but for average and everything, just not very consistent. They need a better bat. But you have a lot of people fighting for that position, Jeremy. I mean, you mentioned Riley Zakay hitting the home run, Kendall Wells. It's going to be, last year you had Corey Hicks too. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what Patty does at that position, Jerm. Obviously you could use some of those hitters as EHs too, and they get extra hitters or whatever. But Kendall Wells, if anybody watched her in high school, she hits bombs. She's really good at it, and she does it quite a bit. So not surprised her first night out there, she hits a bomb. But that's when I look at this group as a whole, just this team, that to me is one of the more intriguing part of the lineup to see what they do in that position, Jeremy.
Yeah, and on the pitching staff, look, this is a staff that has a lot of arms, and they added some arms. You add players from the SEC like Sydney Bergeron, Guashino, who tonight, what Gasso did tonight was 6 different pitchers all pitching 3 innings. They all got 3 innings of work. Didn't matter how well they were doing. They pitched 3 innings according to reports. Everyone had 3 innings, and Audrey Lowry looked like struggled a little bit, allowed the most hits of all, and definitely the most runs, but had the most Ks along with Guashino. So they both had 4 strikeouts in the stat sheet, Jay. It was a little bit – Bordy did not get in the game. So that was a little bit interesting, I think, that Sophia Bordy did not pitch. But, look, Cindy Bergeron's going to be really good. This staff's got a lot of arms they can throw out there. And, again, what's Coach Rocha going to do? I mean,
what does Kirsten Deal take another step?
Kirsten Deal pitched well, no hit. She was the only one who I believe.
Well, I know. I'm not talking about
3 innings tonight.
Yeah, I'm just saying in general for this year. Is this the year where she kind of takes it to another level?
Yeah, Jay. I mean, that's a question. But you also have another young one like Alyssa Parker who pitched tonight 3 innings and did pretty well.
Parker's got elite stuff. I mean, and so does Bordy, Germ, for that matter. Bordy, I'm anxious to see her. She's got really, really quality stuff, elite stuff, just power. I mean, all of it. So I'm excited to see her. I think it'll be interesting. This staff, Germ. It's going to be kind of like, okay, let's you have to give it some time to figure out kind of the rotation, what they're going to do. I mean, you don't have Monticelli. She didn't pitch a whole lot last year anyway. But out of the pen, just kind of what they're going to do. They'll figure it out. Obviously, it's just early in the season. Like it's fall ball right now, but early in the season when they'll kind of work through all that and see kind of rotationally what they want to do. What second year player, in your opinion, are you the most? Do you feel is going to take the biggest?
It's pretty simple for me, and it's a tie between two.
Tia?
What?
Tia Malloy?
Actually, no, it's not. The two that I think are two that played last year, and feels like one of them's been there for years. Gabby Garcia, one. She hits a homer tonight, and she's phenomenal as a true freshman. Are you kidding me? And the other one, who was really great as a true freshman, also hit a home run tonight, is Sydney Barker. Like, how could you go wrong with either of those two?
You couldn't, but I think Tia Malloy, who didn't get a whole lot of run last year, makes a big jump. I think she plays a lot more this year and plays well.
Jay, this lineup is going to be special, but there are some positions like see what the Sooners are going to do at some position groups. You mentioned catcher earlier, but there's others. I mean, it's going to be very interesting, intriguing, probably very critical. I think that Gasso, I mean, there's a lot of players, Jay, pushing for a couple spots. A lot.
Well, and one person we haven't even mentioned tonight. Oh, by the way, like the number one player to come into Oklahoma. I mean, Kai Minor. You want to talk about the next great outfielder at Oklahoma? Kai Minor. Defensively, man, she is so good. I can't wait to watch her. And how much does she get as a true freshman? Look at the last few years, Jerm. 2 years ago, Ella Parker, Cassidy Pickering. Last year, Barker, Gabby Garcia. There will be a true freshman this year or two that are big impact players. Who will they be? That's the $1 million question.
Sorry, I was muted. It is the $1 million question, and the Sooners are in action again next week on Tuesday at East Texas A&M. Before all the others that show up back at Loves Field. And one thing that I'll close with is there was part of me that wondered, with the success of OU football and the fact that OU softball didn't win a natty last year, and now we're 2 years removed from that phenomenal senior class, if there would be maybe some digression or kind of loss of love for this team, and there hasn't. I mean, all you got to do is look at the crowd tonight, and it was a beautiful night, but they showed up, they showed out again. That's what they're going to continue to do. It is an absolute monster what OU softball is in the world of the softball world. They created themselves. Coach Gasso has been the forefront of that, and it continues to grow. And this team is going to be very, very good, and they're going to be contending for a national championship again, which is what they do every year. So, hey, thanks for watching the video here. We'll make sure we cover all Sooner softball as well as things progress in this fall battle series. But thanks for watching this. Appreciate it. Hit the like and subscribe. We'll see you next time, Sooner Nation.